Imagine a girl named Maya. She has massive dreams for her future life, wealth, health, and profound success. But every morning, her daily reality resets to the same patterns: procrastination and the hypnotic pull of a social media feed. She maintains a quiet mantra to bridge the gap. She tells herself she will become that successful person someday, or perhaps next year. The tragedy of someday is that it functions as a permanent waiting room. It keeps us comfortable while we remain stuck between the person we want to be and the person we currently are. This disconnect is driven by temporal discounting. Our brains view our future self as an unrecognizable stranger. Without a connection to who we'll become, we easily drain away their time and health to fuel our immediate comfort today. Late one night, the comfortable routine suddenly breaks. Maya hears a firm, unexpected knocking at her front door. Standing outside is a woman who is confident, healthy, and peaceful. It is Maya, 10 years older, explaining that she reached this state by refusing to wait for the future. If you were suddenly confronted by the actualized version of yourself, the question becomes, what specific path did they take to get there? We often assume that our present actions will eventually drift toward a successful destination. But the high performer operates like a ship on a nautical chart. They establish a specific destination first, which then draws the path backward and dictates exactly what must happen today. This shift requires abandoning our loyalty to the past. We often define ourselves by our previous failures, repeating labels like "I'm lazy" or "I'm bad with money." Growth requires that your future becomes larger than your past. You must refuse to let an outdated version of yourself write the script for your current life. Most productivity advice suggests that massive transformation is simply a collection of tiny incremental daily habits. In reality, major shifts are triggered by identity-changing decisions. These are singular, high-stakes choices, like leaving a soul-crushing job or ending a toxic relationship, that shatter your old environment and force your behavior to adapt to a new reality. Future Maya illustrates this by leading her younger self between two rooms, one cluttered and chaotic, and another that is a clean, minimalist workspace. The chaotic room makes failure inevitable through distraction, while the organized room makes focus the path of least resistance. Most people burn their energy trying to grit their teeth and increase their willpower. Successful people bypass the struggle by engineering an environment where success is the default. Since your environment will always overpower your willpower, you must physically design your surroundings to support the person you are becoming. Future Maya looks at the goals Maya currently holds. To the version of her that has already succeeded, these ambitions look embarrassingly small. Progress requires raising your standards. It means identifying the comfortable baseline you've settled for and refusing to accept it as your ceiling. The quality of your life rises only as high as the standards you are willing to tolerate. Future Maya leaves with a final challenge. How would the fully realized version of you think, speak, and spend their time if they took over your life today? Maya realizes she can embody these specific traits immediately. She does not have to wait a decade to change her perspective. Inhabiting this new identity requires intentional practice in the present moment, acting as that future version of yourself even before the results arrive. Your future self is not someone you eventually meet. They're an active persona you can choose to step into right now. Every choice and habit you commit to today acts as a permanent vote for the person you are becoming. Shift your focus from the vague question of "what do I want from life?" to the precise filter, "what would my future self want me to do today?" The person you become is determined less by your past and more by the future you are committed to creating. Your future self is watching. Make decisions